Hi everybody, it's Jared with Day Traders FX. Happy Tuesday to you all. Good to be with you. We are having some slight technical difficulties, so there will not be a typical daily video posted in the on-demand section today. It's going to be just me talking about a couple of trades that I like and some trades we've done. So actually, let's talk about the CAD yen today. This was a great little trade we did in the group. Here was our trade idea initially. You can see it's on a short-term time frame, but we were looking for a trend line break from either a double bottom or a move lower, whichever one. You can see this is sitting around the 84.50 area. It ended up heading lower, but as soon as it broke that trend line, there was that little 84.50 zone. It headed a little bit lower, broke the trend line, came back, retested. We bought into this trade. Targeted some of the resistance up here around 84.75.80 for a pretty quick, nice and easy, depending on the exact entries, but it was good for 30 to 40 pips for most people. Some people had entries at, some people in the group got in around 84.50, some had entries as low as 84.25. We all got out around the 84.75.80 area. It was a great little trade for some nice little pips. We love this kind of movement. It was quick and easy. The CAD was getting hammered today, but we have a very strong, rock-solid setup that we love that we'll tell you a little bit more about as we go. But this was a nice little short-term trade that worked out for some great profits, some really, really great profits. So there was our setup, and there was the result. Played out very nicely. We had some great profits made today by group members. So now, what I'm interested in looking at is I'm back at the CAD yen again. Here's the trade that we took. We bought it down here for a retest and for some other reasons, but a retest of the bottom of this range. This is a pretty interesting range. This 84, 85.90 area has been tested, hit. Finally had a big break today. The CAD just got smoked today. It got murdered. And we had that big breakdown, but it did end up coming back and doing exactly what we wanted, which was retesting the low of that range. Here's what I'm going to be watching over the next several hours. And over the next day or so, really, we have Canadian interest rate news mañana. So Wednesday morning, Canadian interest rate news will hit. I'm sure it's going to be very volatile. We can definitely count on that situation. And we'll look for some trading opportunities, hopefully before that, but definitely after. So as it is in this little range and retesting, outside of the range and retesting the bottom of the range, here's what I would like to see happen. If you look at the 1 hour chart, you can see it made, a pretty nice move down with a pretty sharp turnaround back up. You can see that the daily chart, leaving a little bit of a wick, a little bit of a bearish candle, or a bullish candle as of current. Here's what I want to see happen. I'm going to drop down to probably the 15-minute chart. Here's the test of that range. Here's all of this stuff. If the CAD yen goes back up into the range and starts to target maybe the monthly pivot and maybe some of these other levels up here, then I'm going to reconsider this whole trade idea. But if it holds the low of this range, which is this 84.80 to 90 zone, if it can stay right in this area, anything above about 8,500, and I'm just going to call this a no-go. So if it can stay between about current price and 8,500 without going too much higher, then I'm going to do something very simple, and I'm just going to draw a nice little trend line right here. And I'm going to watch for this thing to hopefully hold on to that resistance that was fantastic support, held the CAD yen up for months, literally. Now let's see if it's a good enough resistance. We had a nice little break and a retest right there before that big push down. Now I want to see if this resistance is going to hold again so we can go like that. So I'm looking for another break and another move lower. You can see that something like this could be good for, if we just targeted lows there, it'd be good for about 60 to 65 pips. Don't mind if I do. And it could potentially be good for a lot more than that. I'm looking for the potential of this reaching, hold on here, let's go to a 4 hour chart. I think this could potentially reach some of these lower levels. We've got some other missed pivots down here. We've got a monthly pivot all the way down here. I don't know if I'm shooting for a grand total of this 81.80 level, but that would be pretty excellent if it got down there. But I think we can get some nice big pushes lower for another, 65 to 150 pips probably. So it shouldn't be the most difficult trade on the planet. So let's look for that little short-term setup. Let's see if this resistance holds right here. Let's see if we get a trend line break. Let's sell this thing. Let's keep our stops tight. We'll keep some stops right up in that area, and we're going to be targeting, at the very least, we'll be targeting these lows right here, which is about 84, 17, 18 area, give or take. So that's what I'm going to be looking for the initial move, and then as you can see, we have some nice levels much further down there, so we'll see if we can get some of that. We can do a little bit of measuring, see if we can find some symmetry from this high to this low and push it out from, let's just assume that holds, that high to that low. That could take us down into 83, 25, 30 area, which is pretty great. Again, these lows are about 84, 17, 18. So if we got down here another 80, 90 pips, I'd be pretty happy about that. So I like this CAD yen. It's a nice mover. It's doing well. We've made some good money on yen pairs. We made some really nice money on the pound yen yesterday with multiple positions. We did a little bit of this right here. We shorted pound yen up in this area, rode it on down. It's kind of double bottomed for us just a little bit. We'll see how well that holds, and there may be another opportunity to get into that, but we made some great money on the way down on that pound yen. We'll see how it plays out. So we'll keep you guys updated, but for the moment, let's watch this CAD yen, see if we can make some bucks on it, and take it from there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll update you as these trades continue to develop. If you like what you see, head on over to www.daytradersfx.com and give us a visit. You can pick up a 14-day free trial with our live trade group. We're on every day, Monday through Friday, taking live trades, doing live market analysis, and sending out trade alerts all throughout the day and the night. So it's a great opportunity for you to join a successful trade group with traders from all around the world that are sharing awesome trade ideas. Likewise, you can visit the website and join our email list. I send out free trade alerts like this one and many others throughout the week. And we also have a fantastic free chat group that you can just jump on and connect with other traders from around the world. It's a great way to go. Again, head over to daytradersfx.com, click on join, and you can get started on that free trial today. Just click on sign up and you'll get 14 days for free. Thanks, everybody.